Oi, gente, sejam bem-vindos ao quadro Curiosidades aleatórias da vida na Índia. Hoje o tópico é o yoga, que para mim é uma das coisas mais incríveis sobrevivências, né? Uma herança sobrevivente da cultura indiana, que é milenar. E para falar disso, eu trouxe a minha professora de yoga, a Ranjana, que vem dando aula aí há vários anos, diariamente, aqui no condomínio onde eu moro, que é onde eu comecei a praticar há alguns meses atrás, em fevereiro, março, mais ou menos. Ela é indiana, então vamos gravar esse vídeo em inglês e eu vou pedir ela pra gente falar um pouco devagar para todo mundo conseguir acompanhar. Então vamos trocar. First of all, thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
Thank you.
I'm very happy to have you here to talk about this topic that is yoga, que for me is one of the most fascinating things about the culture here in India. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Bruna, for inviting me, and namaste to all from India. And so I am Ranjana Saluja from India, Gurgaon, and I'm a certified 500 hours Hatha yoga instructor. I'm a certified face yoga instructor. I'm a certified prenatal and postnatal instructor. Wow. I'm a therapeutic yoga too. Yeah, so I have all these branches certification with myself. I'm conducting yoga for last 6.5 years, and I'm conducting group classes for men and women both. And my focus is basically to conduct the sessions in such a way like it is a blend of the Hatha yoga with the contemporary and the modern techniques of strengthening and the stretching techniques. It's just not pure form of yoga, but it has a basic form of a yoga. The root is the yoga, the root is the Hatha yoga, but with the blend of the more modern techniques so that people are more active, more flexible, and more strengthened and more stretched after the session. In my sessions, I also take care that I use variations in different type of asanas and in different type of holdings, and I use different type of cues, variations. I use the yoga bells, the blocks, which helps the member and the participants in yoga to make themselves improve and comfortable, and they can work on themselves very easily and confidently.
Yes, I felt a lot of improvement since March.
Yes, I can see that very quickly Bruna adapted the headstand, which is not quite an easy asana, but yes, she's doing it very nicely, very confidently.
And asana is the positions, right?
Right. Asana is a position. Asana means it's a kind of a meditation also you can do. So asana basically is whenever you are sitting in any comfortable position, whether it is a difficult asana or an advanced asana or a basic asana, unless and until you are not very comfortable in that particular asana, it is not called asana.
Oh.
Yeah. So if I'm sitting here and I'm not comfortable, I'm not in any asana, but you are in some asana because you are sitting very comfortably, very soothingly, and very happily you are maintaining your position. So you are in an asana.
Okay.
Right.
And one question, Ranjana, what is the difference of the hot yoga, you say, to the modern one? Hot is like the old practice?
Hatha yoga. Hatha yoga.
Hatha yoga.
So Hatha yoga has its branches in India, and it is the most old variation of the yoga. It is the root of the yoga, Hatha yoga. But when we blend it with the modern techniques, for example, nowadays people do the planks, the reverse planks, but I do the same asana with the help of the yoga asana. So I try to put the plank positions in yoga asana with the variations. So this is how I try to blend so that they can work on their shoulders, on their core, and on their flexibility, on their strengthening.
Okay. And just another question regarding the variations. I remember you tell us about the turning.
Right.
And this is a specific, like when you are making an asana and then you turn to make it more difficult.
Right.
What is the name of this variation?
So this is not a particular name, but this is just a variation.
Okay.
So I can put variation in any of the asanas.
Okay.
For example, there is a pure form of Parvatasana that is called downward dog, which is a very famous asana nowadays. It is also called the inversion pose. It is also called the relaxing pose. So wherever you are tired, you can come into the downward dog position. But people mostly found it very difficult to sustain or to hold the Parvatasana or the downward dog position.
Okay.
So first we need to strengthen that. How we can strengthen that? We can put some variations into that so that people can work on their glute muscles, on their hamstring muscles, on every part of their body.
To
And
facilitate.
yeah, so that they can improve and they can hold more. So we work on the breath part, we work on the muscle part.
Nice. How did you decide to become an instructor? Not just practicing, because practicing you are doing from a long time, right?
Yes, I'm
But
not.
how do you decide to start to really teaching?
Right, okay. So I'm very blessed that I'm born in India, first of all. And second part of the blessing is that I had a chance in my early age to go to an ashram and to learn the yoga.
How old were you?
I was, I think, maybe 10 years old.
Oh.
Yes, I was 10 years old, and that point of a time I used to go with my grandmother. So I used to follow her, and whenever she used to go, I used to go there. And that point of a time I learned all the basic asanas, all the cleansing methods, we do in the neti. We do the thread work, and we do the different type of cleansing methods, if you have heard about it. Yeah, okay. So there are different types of cleansing methods written in yoga, which works on the nasal area.
Okay.
Yeah.
The breathing
so you put,
things.
Yes. No. So you put a thread inside your nose and you pull it from the outside, from the other side. That is one of the cleansing method. Then you insert one thread inside, and then you take it out from your mouth. So you are cleansing the nasal area. Okay. This works very beautifully on the people who are suffering from sinuses or who have major problems of nasal blockages.
To clean.
Yeah. So this I have learned when I was very young. But that time, being a child, I did not know the importance of the yoga or to adapt it in my.
It was just natural.
It was just natural to adapt it in my life. So over the years, I have been practicing off and on, but in the recent years, when I crossed my age of 40 years, then I realized that something is lacking in my life, and I was feeling that I need to strengthen my body, I need to work on myself, and yoga was one thing which I was doing but not so regularly. So I started to adapting it, and then I decided to go for the certification so that I can learn it very nicely, so that I should be able to know more knowledge just for myself. Then I realized that people around me are not aware of yoga, being Indians, because it's a root from India. So then I felt like there is a need to teach people, at least around me, whoever are around me, so that they can learn yoga, they can adapt to it, and they can work on it. So and I think I've been able to do little towards the society.
Yes, for sure. And the classes are very full, right? A lot of people from here.
Right.
We go. There's 2 groups.
Yes.
Yes, very nice. So, what is your main motivation to practice and to keep doing it, keep teaching, keep for so long? Because it's already 6 years you are giving classes plus all the life doing.
Right. So as I told you, inside me there are roots of yoga since my childhood. So they were just inculcated when I was so young. But then I also told you, like when I crossed my age of 40 years, I realized like my body is not supporting me in many ways. Because of I'm a mother of 2 daughters, and I had my responsibilities of family and everything. So I was feeling like there is a need to do some kind of practices, whether it is any kind of an exercise or running or any form of stretching for my body. So I started adapting two things. One is the running. So I started running marathons, and then I also adapted yoga as a part of my life. Then 2 years back, I realized that I had a hip injury while running.
Oh, okay.
Which stopped me from running. My physiotherapist told me that I have to stop running for some time, for quite some time, if I have to heal myself, as early as possible. It was a setback to me. It was not a good thing for me because being a marathon runner, I've run in Ladakh, in Mumbai, in Delhi.
Wow.
So I've participated in many cities.
And Ladakh is
yeah.
a super high place. What is the
Climb.
altitude? Maybe 5,000?
It's more than that. It's more than that.
5,000.
Yeah.
Running. It was difficult for me to walk.
Right.
cities.
So I've done my half marathon over there, and I was planning for full marathon over there in my last year. But when my doctor told me I cannot run anymore, so I have to stop running.
For now?
For that particular time.
Okay.
Till the time I'm not able to heal because I have some problem in my ischium muscle, which is the glute muscle is connected with the hamstring muscle. So there is a point. That point is called the ischium muscle.
Okay.
So that muscle is swollen up and it is quite stretched up. It was not supporting me. Then I realized, what will I do sitting at home? I said, okay, I will not leave yoga. I will keep on stretching it every day. And then I used to wake up early in the morning at 6 o'clock. I used to every day without any failure. I've been doing my yoga for last 1.5, 2 years regularly. And I can say that my 95% injury has been resolved.
Wow.
And I'm so happy that yoga has done it. And when people say yoga se hi hoga, it actually works.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what are the benefits you can see from the yoga that we can take?
Right. So I will say after adapting yoga continuously for last 6 to 7 years, because I've not left it, I feel that I'm more confident. I feel I'm more happy. Yeah, I am. I have more energy in doing many things because one part of myself feels that I am able to help others also, which makes me happy.
Okay.
I feel that people around me are able to adapt yoga. They have started liking yoga, and they are working on themselves also, and which makes me very happy. And I can say that it is a holistic approach. Why? Because we are doing meditation, we are doing pranayama, we are doing the cleansing methods of the lungs, and we are working on each and every part of the body, all the parts of the muscles. We are working on mentally and physically both. So both the angles are covered. So I can say it's a holistic approach for each and every individual, and everyone should adapt to yoga.
Nice,
Yeah.
very nice. And because India is famous for the yoga, so some people come from all of other parts of the world to come here to take a certificate or do a course and etc.
Right.
And Rishikesh is very famous for those classes.
Yes.
Where, in your opinion, is the most important place where people could really learn? Do you think it's really Rishikesh or there is other place?
Yeah, so there are many places, as I told you, like India has its roots, like yoga has its roots in India. So Rishikesh is one of the oldest place in India,
Really?
near Haridwar, which is kind of also called the hub of the yoga.
Yes.
And you will find many yoga centers in Rishikesh.
Yes.
Apart from that, we have Bengaluru, which is one of the famous places for yoga. Then we have Mysore.
Nice one.
Yeah, then we have Kerala. So these are the four to five major cities. Then people also go to Goa, to learn yoga. So there are many places you will find, and there are very so many, like Shivananda School, and we have the Iyengar schools. These are the two very famous schools in India where people can go and learn yoga, do the certifications. They can stay there for some time, do their certifications, blend themselves into the yoga form, and come out as a purest soul.
Nice.
Yeah.
I will ask you to write for me the names so I can place for people
Surely,
to see it.
I'll do that.
Good.
Yes.
And for the people that doesn't have around a person teaching yoga
Right.
or a place to practice with an instructor and certificated and etc. How is your advice? Like what they should do to start? Because some people
Right.
want to do, right?
Yes. So this is a very good question, Bruna, because sometimes people are not that open to learn yoga, going by outside or in the group classes. Few people feel that, oh, it's not their cup of tea and they cannot learn it. Few people think that I want to learn it, but I don't have resources around me. So first of all, you have to think that in every part of, I think, around the globe, like thanks to our Mr. Modi, which has made the yoga as an international given the international name. So now the yoga is spreading throughout the globe.
Okay.
So now we find yoga centers around the world. If people are aware, or if people are not aware, like what all kind of resources they have around themselves, they can first maybe Google, or they can approach their friends, or they can just look into the famous yoga centers around them. If they're not able to find yoga centers around them, they can start with the online sessions, which they can approach through Instagrams or through the Facebooks or through many different centers, as I told you, like Iyengar Institute, and then the Shivananda Institute.
They have
online sessions.
Online. Oh,
yeah, they provide
nice.
online sessions, and they have the booking sessions also. You have to advance into the booking, like 2 months prior to the start of the sessions. You have to book them. You have to pay the fees online. So everything is available online. You just have to. So we like we say, where there is a will, there is a way. So if you have decided that you have to learn yoga in your way, whether it is offline or online, going to the city or just sitting at your home, and you want to learn yoga, you can actually do that.
Good.
Yeah. And I'm the person where you can come here in India and you can learn yoga.
You also post a lot, right, about the
Right.
yoga ashrams and
Right,
etc.
right.
Tell people your Instagram.
Okay,
and
so
etc.
my Instagram ID is yogistic_Ranjana. You can visit my page and you can follow me for the asanas.
Yeah, she posts a lot from what we are doing in the class and etc. So you can follow.
Right.
And now I want to invite you for the part 2 of this video, where we are going to make a class. You can join us and practice from your place. So let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Bye.